All right, lads, welcome back to me podcast, Cheaper Than Therapy. Mick Thomas here. How are you? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing on the YouTube channel. Thanks for sharing it and passing it on. I do appreciate it. I appreciate all the feedback, the comments, the messages. Cheers. Thanks so much. Also, check out another podcast that I have with the Almost Irish podcast with two comedians, two good friends, Dan Barry, Dennis Rooney. It's a good time. A lot of messing around. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, which a lot of people don't do, which is fine, I get it. Like I don't watch podcasts either. I listen to podcasts. I don't watch them. But if you ever want to go over to my YouTube channel and hit subscribe, we do have some cool stuff coming on there in the near future. So check it out. But it does come up earlier. The podcast comes up earlier. The audio version goes out Monday. The video goes out earlier, so if you want to get a head start on the topics that I discuss, then go over to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to think, should I promote some dates? So yeah, the comedy clubs are open back up again. So I'm at the comic strip a bunch of times in April. So if you want to come by, check out a show, go check me out there. So, but let's dive in. So what did I want to talk about? Oh, today's episode is brought to you by the letter Q. Very Sesame Street, I know, but it was weird. I just watched a documentary on QAnon. Now I know I'm late to the game, right? But I genuinely didn't know what QAnon was, right? And you would hear it mentioned, it would talk about it all last year and leading up to the election. And I'm not going to do politics, don't worry. I mean, there'll be some discussion of political members, but I'm not going to talk about politics. And I would hear QAnon and comics would talk about QAnon and you would see it online and stuff. And I never knew what it was. So basically, QAnon, if you don't know what it is, if you were like me, you just fucking heard the name and, what is QAnon? And I know I'm late to the game because I know I'm late to this. QAnon's probably been talked about ad nausea. QAnon is basically Banksy, right? It's basically Banksy for politics. Right, remember Banksy? If you don't know who he is, he's this fucking artist. Overrated, one might say, is that you go to sleep at night and you wake up and then on the side of your house there's somebody holding a balloon, someone taking a shit, someone fucking a dog. That was Banksy. That's what he is, and nobody knows who Banksy is. He's got nobody knows who he is. They say, and you're like, oh my god, look, isn't that work amazing? It's all right. I mean, it's not, it's no Miguel Caravaggio. But it's all right, it's a cool picture to hang up, but it's like you know who Banksy is. So that's what QAnon is. And there's a documentary now that's going on HBO Max, which I'm kind of gone off documentaries. I used to love watching them, but now they're like, it's just someone speculating, right? They don't have, like the Tiger Woods documentary on HBO, right? It's always this girl, like, I'm Tiger's best friend. Like, are you really Tiger's best friend? If you were Tiger's best friend, you wouldn't be doing the fucking documentary. Because if Tiger's not going to talk about it, I'm sure he didn't give you permission to talk about it. So stop fucking lying. It's full of people who are just lying, right? Full of people that don't argue the person's case very, very well, right? So you go back to the Britney documentary that everyone was talking about. That is not a good documentary because Britney didn't want to talk on it. Her dad didn't want to talk on it. Nobody wanted to talk on it, which is all these fucking idiots, these weird fucking Britney fans that I'm still getting slack for, by the way. Some people are tracing back to the old episodes. I know, you need to do your research. I got it. I could post it. Do your research. So you're not, your documentary isn't really credible, right? Because you're not from credible source. You're getting the wrong people. So my thing about the QAnon is, and Q means question, right? That's what Q stands for. Anon obviously is anonymous, and basically what QAnon is a guy. It's a guy. People go, well, how do you know it's not a woman? It's a guy. Trust me, women can't keep secrets. Women cannot fucking keep secrets. I'm sorry, girls, you can't. So QAnon is a fucking man who he's good at keeping secrets. Women are not. Women will not keep a fucking secret. So it's not. It's not a woman. So what basically QAnon is, it's a guy who was posting on these websites, 4chan and then 8chan. I don't know if they're still up. I think they tried to get them taken down because that's where all the all the racists go and the people who have fucking sick content, whatever you want to do. Because if you put that stuff up on Facebook, right, Facebook will just fucking axe you. If you say anything, like anything at all derogatory, like if you question anything, do you know what I mean? Like if you question anything at all, do you know what I mean? Like if you see like the transgender movement, right? That if you see a man in a wig and lipstick, like a fucking burly man, and you go like, I don't know, is that a woman? Is that a man? Is that someone identifies as a woman? Or is that just a cross-dresser? Fucking gone. Head's gone off. Head on the chopping block. Your head's on a spike, and yeah, you're done. You're out of the game, right? Facebook will fucking ban you for that. So, but you can go over to 4chan and 8chan, and you can put a video of you shitting on a baby. And they'll go, haha, look at the guy shitting on a baby. And they won't care. And nobody will interrupt you. They will fucking go to town. So QAnon start putting this stuff up, right? And again, it's all conspiracy theories, right? And it's all conspiracy theories. Trump is heavily involved in it. And all these people are wanting to believe everything, right? Now, again, when you watch the documentary, by the time this airs, the last episode probably aired. The first episode is a good explanation of it, so I'm kind of condensing episode 1, episode 4 into this podcast. And then 2 and 3, you don't have to watch because it's all about IP addresses and where you get, fucking stuff from China and things like that. It's not worth it. It's not worth to watch. So, but again, the funny thing about the documentary is that the QAnon people, I think what happens is just much like the Britney documentary, you're losing your case when these are the people you have talking on your behalf, right? Now, I'm sure there are QAnon people out there who are really intelligent people, because I don't want to go after I don't want to go after people, but the ones in the documentary are fucking mental patients, right? There's some of the stuff they believe is fucking like they believe in Pizzagate. Let me explain what Pizzagate is. Pizzagate is, and of course it's Pizzagate, right? It's a fucking America. Everything is fucking food, right? Everything is food. It's Pizzagate. It can't be pedophile gate, because that's what it's about. It's about pedophiles. It has to be fucking Pizzagate or fucking Gatorade Gate, or can I have more helpings, please? I need a bigger spoon gate. It's fucking everything to do with food. And basically what it is, it's a pedophile ring, and when you go and order pizza, if you get pepperoni on it, it means you get, like, I don't know, a badly burnt kid. You know what I mean? Like if you get sausage, you get like an Italian kid. Like, and they will send you these kids based on what fucking pizza you order. And so these people believe that all these pedophiles are getting together, and it's not just like your regular guy with the trench coat, the van, the glasses, and a puppy. It's you're the politicians of the world. It's the celebrities and actors and singers of the world. Right? It's all of them. It's fucking Tom Hanks is doing it, Ellen DeGeneres, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, all the little Clintons. And basically what they're doing is they are getting the kids, fucking them allegedly, and not only that, but they're eating them. They're eating the children, right? They're eating the children for energy, for special powers that will rejuvenate them. So that doesn't sound crazy at all, that the leaders of the world are eating just eating babies. Why the fuck? Again, it has to come down to eating, right? This is America. It has to come down to fucking eating. It's not just we're fucking the kids and isn't that terrible? No, they're fucking them and then they're eating them. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like the Panera. When you go to Panera, sorry if you're listening to another country, but in Panera they have a soup bread bowl, and it's a bowl made of bread that you get your soup in. So when you're done eating the soup, you get to fucking eat the bowl that it was served up in. Like, you can't just go, that was delicious soup. What else can I have? I can eat the fucking cutlery. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking. So that's what they're doing. They're fucking the kids, and then when they're done, they get to eat them. They get to eat the children, like those Cadbury cream eggs. You just eat the piece in the middle, and then what do? You get to eat the outside as well. Nothing goes to waste. So they believe that, right? And they believe a lot of stuff. Disney movies. They believe Disney are rooted in pedophilia, rooted in it. They even have one Disney movie where a guy has a T-shirt that says Q on it in the background, and they go, "See, that's that Disney are in on it. They know what Q is. They think John F. Kennedy is buried in a giant Q. It's just a circle, like he's buried in a circle place, and they go, see, that's a Q. But they think Trump is heavily involved in it, and then like Trump, when he was trying to talk one time, he was like, he goes, things are going to change. Q, you just watch. And they were able to highlight. He goes, he didn't say you just watch. He said Q just watch. So these fucking people, man, are looking like they want it to be real so bad. They want it to be real. So like they're fucking like, again, some of them I'm sure are normal, intelligent people, but they some of them are fucking nut jobs. Right, they'll sit back and they'll talk about something like Trump will say, and I'm using Trump a lot as an example, so I'm sorry for the Trump supporters out there, and fuck you Biden supporters. I'm not a Biden supporter either, but he might say something like Trump could have said something. He was like, you know what, I'll see you on Tuesday, whatever, or we'll see you next week in the press, and he'll wave, or doesn't Melania's fucking ass look nice in this, right? And what they'll do is they go, ass looks nice, ASS, if A is the first letter, and they'll add it up, and then what happens if you divide it by what he just said about fucking being on the grass over there, and then you multiply by how many letters are in fucking helicopter, divide that by 62, because 62 is the, and they'll go, you get 17. What's 17? Q. Like, that's how fucking delusional they are, that they're looking for fucking everything. Right? They're looking. It's like 11/11. Oh, 11/11. Make a wish. These people are fucking just finding shit all over the place and going, there you go. It's Q is talking to us. Q is out there reaching out to us. They're flat earthers, right? That's a level of fucking lunacy I'll never understand. You can't post that online that you're a flat earther. Like the internet will go, you're out of your fucking mind, mate. Get off. You got a round sun. You got a round moon, but a flat. Jupiter's round. Yeah, we agree. Fucking Mars, that's round as fuck is Mars, right? What about Venus? Can't get a rounder thing than Venus. What about the Earth? Flat as a fucking board. Flat as a board, mate. That's the type of shit they believe. It doesn't stop. It goes down like Sesame Street. When they did that one episode, I started off. Today's show is brought to you by the letter Q, and they go, fucking C, the letter Q. Yeah, it's 26 letters of the alphabet, mate. They're not going to they're going to get to it eventually. The 17th episode is going to be fucking Q. Do you all think they're in on it? They're all in on it. Elmo's in on it because it was on Sesame Street. Elmo thinks Epstein was killed because he knows everything. Someone had his hand up Elmo's ass. I went to Epstein's Island and fucked a Puerto Rican boy. Right? They're insane. They believe Epstein was part of it all, right? Epstein went in, right? We all know what Epstein did. He had fuck island. People flew in. Fucking Epstein got arrested. Like, I'm fucking coming for you boys. I got the list out here. You guys signed in. You guys fucking signed in. I'll be revealing all that. All of a sudden, goner, right? He killed himself. And then the Q people are like, well, you don't see the body coming out. You saw them bring out a body, but you didn't see them bring out the body. These fucking people, man, they do it for like, they're doing it for the devil. They think they're devil worshippers. Devil worshippers. Matt Damon is a devil. Matt Damon's name came up on it, right? Like, so they would bring you off to, and that's another thing. What's his name? Moloch the owl. The owl god. That's another thing they believe in. Moloch the owl god. So basically what happened, like, people start like Ronald Reagan, Nixon, fucking Matt Damon, they all got into the woods, they all fucking blow each other, blah, 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 and now we got it on video, so now you have to do what we tell you to do, or we'll report you to Moloch the owl. Is it any fucking worse? Is it any worse than Scientology, Catholicism, Judaism? Like, is it worse than any of them? Right? It's all fucking bullshit, man. All these weird fucking beliefs, these weird weird beliefs. So they lead up to, right, and it was all coming up to the election, right? It was all QAnon people were all, and they had their rallies, and then people will come out and try. Here's the guy. One of the guys in the documentary, you got to watch him. He's a little like he's a bag of potatoes. Basically, he's got like a bone disease where his bones never grew, so he just has all the skin of probably a 6-foot person just condensed into like, like he's just like a fucking like a bag of potatoes in a chair. I'm not making fun of the disability or anything, but that's what I just looked at. Like, oh, it's a talking bag of potato. Oh no, it's not. And then they explained, and I felt bad. So but yeah, and he, people are like, are you Q? He got a big Q in the mail from Q. And like these fucking people, man, like, so it's leading up to the election. It's all leading up to the election that we just had. And again, I'm not going to go into fucking politics. All leading up to this election, and you're going to watch, and they would multiply numbers, and they go, you see, that's by, Trump put a post up at 358. If you add 3, 5, and 8, it all adds up to, and they've all got these numbers like that, like Trump posted at a certain time, so now that time you multiply. It's fucking like they're fucking insane. They're insane, and the sad thing is, like, there's so many of them among us. They're the same people that believe Britney is talking to us in code. Like, do you think Donald Trump has is he like to talk to people in code and to say certain words at certain types of the day to all add up to the letter Q is a type of intelligence, right? That like, it's a level of autism that we will never understand, right? It's a savant fucking homeless guy chess player who just comes out of the bushes, plays a game of fucking chess, and goes back into the bushes again. Like, that's the level of intelligence you must have to walk out, make a calculation, say certain words at a certain time of the day while the sun is in a certain fucking axis, and all add up to the letter Q, right? So Trump is talking to these people in messages. That's what they believe. I'm not shit. This is me not shitting on Trump. It's these fucking weirdos who believe that Trump is talking to them through this communication, this fucking amazing savant way of talking. Like Britney, like we said, remember, these people believe Britney is talking to us in code. Do you think fucking Britney Spears, again, I said it on a podcast way back, she has the intelligence to pull that off? I think Britney has the intelligence to pull off that conversation? You fucking idiots. And it's like, hey man, if you want it bad enough, it's there for you, I suppose, right? It's gonna be there for you. If you want it bad enough, you can see whatever the fuck you want. You can see, like, do you ever go to a concert? Like, I remember going to a concert, like, you'd be at Slane Castle and whatever, and fucking, I don't know, I seen hundreds of Coldplay, right? I saw Coldplay at Slane Castle in Ireland, 250,000 people just standing in the field. Chris Martin, I'm way fucking back, and all of a sudden Chris Martin does one of these fucking, he's singing a song, and I go, he pointed at me. Did you see that? It was me. Put your hand down. He was pointing at me. Fucking 60,000 people in front of me, the rest behind me. I'm like, he was pointing at me. That's, you fucking see what you want to see, you muppets, right? You see what you want to see. So they think leading up to the election, so now Trump didn't win the election, allegedly, according to QAnon. He won the election, and he's still the president, right? He's still the president. He's still the president, but he just hasn't, like, Biden's inauguration was recorded. This is QAnon people. This is not me making it up. Biden's election or inauguration was recorded, and Trump is still the president. So now QAnon are like, Trump is going to come back any minute now, and he is going to he's going to save us. He's going to come back and save us. They believe, and again, I'm not shitting on Trump. I'm not shitting on, if anything, fucking, like, I watched the other day, fucking Biden give another speech about when he bombed Syria. Again, I don't want to go down this fucking rabbit hole, but I'll finish my thought. He, they killed some reporter. Right, Saudi Arabia killed some reporter, and there's a flashback for fucking Biden going to campaign. When they're all on that panel, and there's like 25 people who are all competing for it, and it's like The Bachelor or Blind Date or whatever, like, or what do you call it? Fucking, I don't know what you have in America here, but in Ireland you had a show like a Blind Date where you had like one guy behind a wall and then 3 women or whatever, and they go, female number 1, you and I are going on a date. Can I lick your butthole? Right? And they'd be like, And he's like, I picked number 2, whatever it was, based on, and that's what it looks like. So all the candidates are up there, and Biden is there, and he's like, no, we're not going to put up with that shit from Saudi Arabia. We're not going to do it. That's ridiculous. That's terrible behavior. Oh no, when I get in there, I'm going to spank their behinds. Whatever old people say, fisticuffs with Saudi Arabia. Whatever 92-year-old people say. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to destroy them, I'm going to, we're not going to put up with this shit. And then Saudi Arabia blow up, what do you call it? They kill a journalist. And Biden is like, we can't, I don't want to, yeah, but you said, yeah, but it's not that easy. It's not, listen, we don't want to, it's very complicated. Like, yeah, well, you're the president, mate. Things are supposed to be complicated, right? Things are going to be, at least, the funny thing about Trump was, at least he was fucking honest. They said to Trump, like, are you going to bust Saudi Arabia? He's like, yeah, come on. What's wrong with you? Go after Saudi Arabia. They fucking buy $109 billion of guns off us every year, mate. Think I'm gonna fucking ruin that? At least he was honest. Biden was this is why politicians, mate, they're all fucking shit. They tell you what you want to hear to get the big chair, and they get the chair, and they don't. Whatever. Now, I'm not gonna say here what anybody's doing now, but you gotta believe that these fucking liars out there are that's all they are. That's why I don't vote. That's why I don't get involved in politics. But anyway, I digress. So, but then you got to think, like, who are these people at QAnon? Who are these people that believe that Steve Bannon, who is one of Trump's advisors, who are these people that believe Steve Bannon is QAnon, and they're leaking all this stuff, and all the whole fucking WikiLeaks and the whole calculation of the sun and the moon and the numbers and the savants that they are. I'm rambling. I don't know what I'm talking about now. And who are these fucking people that believe it? You don't think they exist, right? You watch this show and you go, they don't exist. They don't exist. It's like you watch Jerry Springer, right? When you grew up in another country and you watch daytime television and you watch Jerry Springer and you go, is that what Americans are? Is that what Americans are? And then you move and you realize, well, that's not it. That's not the case. Or you watch the Maury Show and you go, well, they're all good dancers when they find out they're not the father, right? So, you wonder, is that what they are? So you watch QAnon, the QAnon thing, and you go, like, is that what the QAnon people are? Is that what they, like, that's what they believe? They don't exist, right? They don't exist. There's a handful of them out there that don't exist. Then I was at a comedy club on Saturday night, and, I was sitting there talking to someone about QAnon, an intelligent person, a former FBI agent, about QAnon, and this other person walked in behind a comedian. Here's the thing about comedians, right? Like, stop calling yourself a comedian if you're not a comedian. Like, just because you get up and stay. It was just one woman came up and she was like a hobbyist, right? Like, if I go on to a karaoke and I get up and I sing fucking rock the boat, don't rock the boat, or whatever it is, fucking don't stop believing, I'm not a singer. Understand? Like, I'm not a singer. I'm a person singing. So for some people go out there and they call themselves comics and comedians, man, it's the easiest thing to just claim, like, I'm a comedian. You're not a comedian. These fucking people, these unfunny people who call themselves comics because they get up on stage once in a while, right? They just get up on stage once and they call themselves comics, but whatever. So this fucking, I'll do air quotes, comics. This one comic came over and he, like, eavesdropping, always fucking eavesdropping. You can't have an normal conversation. And she was like, of course, she goes, oh, what are you talking about Pizzagate? Yeah, that's true. I go, fucking what? Like, yeah, that's true. I was like, you honestly, and I had to stop my conversation with the intelligent person and go, wait, do you honestly believe that happened? Oh yeah. I'm like, and so there they are. And this person has a license. They can drive a car. I think she's after giving birth, maybe twice. So she's making people going around with that stuff in her head. So they're out there. They're fucking, those people are out there. I'm not insulting all QAnon people. I don't want fucking people emailing me. Oh, really, Mick? You don't know shit. Well, I don't want those emails. Don't contact me, please. I'm not reading your pamphlet. I'm not crossing over. You're not getting a new person. I'm not getting involved in it. So don't contact me. Don't send me emails about send me links that's going to convince me. I'm not on. Listen, I love I love you have the right to say what you want to say, but I'm not in your game. I'm not coming to your party. I'm not drinking your fucking Kool-Aid. Don't email me, don't message me. But those people exist. So I don't want to shit on them, but it's nice to pretend that these things, right? It's nice to pretend that when your life is kind of boring, that when life is boring, right? It kind of is boring. And then you go out and you create these stories and it's more exciting again. But that's what movies are for. Put on the movie for an hour and a half. Then turn it off and go do something else. King Kong vs. Godzilla is out now. Watch that movie. Turn it off. You don't have to invest your time into fucking these conspiracy theories. The Earth are flat. Tom Hanks is fucking babies. Ellen DeGeneres is eating the babies. Trump is speaking in code. You don't need to do that. Get your entertainment from a book. Go outside. It's lovely outside. There's trees, right? There's rivers. Go find them. Get out there, live your life. Stop living for fucking politicians who genuinely don't give a fuck about you. Stop caring about celebrities who genuinely don't give a shit about you. Go out there, get on with your life. Close down the laptop. Close it down. That's all I'm saying. Just go out there and fucking look. COVID's over now. It's over, right? You might have to wear a mask once in a while in certain places, but it's over. Let it go. Let it go. I'm sure you're lovely people, QAnon people. I really do. I'm sure you're lovely, lovely people. Just let it go. Put down the weight. Put down the weight. Take your jacket off. It's warm outside. You know that when you have a jacket on, it's too warm and you take it off? Just do that. Do that. Anyway, I'm going to go on that note. Thanks so much for listening. Like and subscribe and share. And I do appreciate it. Again, check out the Almost Irish podcast. Wherever you get your podcast from. If you're on this YouTube channel, just hit the subscribe button and you get notified when this comes out, so you get it earlier than anybody else. Some cool stuff coming to my YouTube channel in the next few weeks, so if you subscribe, keep an eye out for that. But again, guys, thanks always for listening. Thanks for supporting. I do appreciate it. And thanks for the feedback, positive and negative. I appreciate that. You've been lovely to me with your honesty. Again, thanks so much for listening. And as always, the pandemic is over, so I won't be saying this for much often, but wash your hands, you dirty fuckers. Take care of yourselves. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.